Hello, I wanted to do an update on the police standoff in the apartments that my friend has in central Wyoming, and that spend quite a bit of time working on. As uh, I reported earlier, there was got a call or got a text from my friend that there was a police standoff in progress at the apartments, and there seemed to be a lot of confusion, and it took a while before I was able to get reports on the incident, and so I'm going to read that. And so here it is. It says, weapons drawn, but apartment of concern was empty, by Jeff Ribitsky of the WYO Today Media. And on Monday morning, the Riverton Police Department received a call that caused concern at the corner of Adams and Federal in Riverton. The call sorry. The call at 10:35 a.m. reported 2 gunshots were heard and that people were seen running into apartment number 5 at the north end of the row of apartments behind the former Big O Tire building. Initial concern was in regards to weapons and potential weapons offense at the apartments at 811 East Adams. According to witnesses on scene, the police arrived to investigate the call and were somehow concerned by what they found. Backup was called, and the Fremont County Sheriff's Office deputies, sheriff and undersheriff, along with available Riverton police, surrounded the apartment complex, cleared the residents in the adjacent units, and focused on one resident. Residents in the surrounding neighborhood were told not to go outside. The Riverton Tactical Response Team was also involved throughout the incident, with the firearms drawn and pointing at the apartments in question. After almost 5 hours of standing by, the police officers breached the residence, finding no one at home, and with no reason to remain, East Adams Avenue was reopened to the traffic. The morning police blotter Tuesday referred to the call, but said that police officers found nothing and left the scene. On an article from County 10, it adds that RPD secured the area after bullet holes were found in the door. The area was closed down for several hours, but until tactical unit breached the apartment to find no one there. I believe that what happened is that the miscreants went out the back door while people were keeping an eye on the front door. Anyway, um, the we've had problems with apartment number 5 in the past, and we had some people kick in the door in the past, and so we just got it fixed before the person who's on probation moved into the apartment, and he well, we were guaranteed that this agency was going to pay the rent for a year for him, and he did the paperwork for the first 2 months and then couldn't be bothered to after that. So he owed many thousands of dollars, and my friend kept wanting to get him to get the paperwork done before would serve him with eviction papers after things got caught up. But anyway, um, okay, so back to the door. So the police used a ram and rammed the door and busted it up again just after we finally got it fixed. Plus, they did the same to one of the interior doors to the bed, one of the bedrooms, and they also busted out a window. And the tenants uh, said that they were moving out, or they had moved out, and so um, we got the doorknobs changed and started putting their stuff outside for them to collect. And so the longest tenant who's been at the apartments probably for 6 years, I'd say. Um, his sister's going to be taking that apartment. The incident drove off the people in the next apartment, and we might be having another relation moving into there. Um, so I didn't have to do the eviction paperwork on that unit after all, so I saved a little bit of tedious paperwork. Um, so it's more fun in central Wyoming. Last trip that we made there, I was working in that same unit and got exposed to bed bugs, and I stopped counting after 100 bed bug bites, and I have a reaction that's close to one stage below anaphylactic shock. And I haven't been that enthusiastic about going back there to work on the place, and so I'm pleased that we're getting things taken care of without having to go there right away. So that's good news. And that trip we also had about 9 body-size holes in the apartment unit across the way that had to be repaired so that we could get that, because the woman was doing domestic violence, and she was arrested the day before we arrived. They had already moved out, but she was arrested for domestic violence, and so we called the police and had them take a few pictures, and if they wanted to add that as evidence in the domestic violence case. So I wish that we had more like our tenant of 6 years in all of the units, because it would make life a lot more pleasant and a lot easier. So um, uh, anyway, I will um, be doing some updates on a couple other cases, so I'll do a video on that elsewhere. So thanks. Bye-bye.